palate, lustful elegance of sweet fruits riding on rich cherry for a blissful nirvana.
Oh.
Wow. That sounds like something you should...
That sounds like something like the Beatles got into back in the day.
Oh.
Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
And welcome to our Wildcard Wednesday videos, where we try something from the international world of sipping spirits. Usually it's blind, but today we're actually reviewing something that was sent to us by Rampur, and we're gonna reach down here and grab this thing. We got a lot to look at here. This is Rampur Double Cask, and there's a lot to unpack with this. This is an Indian whiskey, Indian single malt, non-chill filtered, 45% ABV.
Wow.
We are not obligated to give this a positive review. We don't have to run anything we say by Rampur. They just sent this to us. They asked if we wanted a sample. Sure, we would love to try some Indian whiskey.
I'm looking in there and already the packaging, I'm like 100%.
Yeah, so it does make an impression.
It does.
That's for sure. And then they've got the tube and the bag and the bottle on the inside. So let's see what we can find out about this. It says, Indian single malt whiskey, non-chill filtered, double cask. Has some tasting notes that we're going to promptly ignore.
Don't look at them yet.
And the one thing that is of note on this is that there is no age statement that I see.
Okay.
So it would be nice to have an age statement, but we don't have one.
Okay.
Nonetheless, let's get right into it on the nose and see what we're working with.
Let's do it. I've never had an Indian whiskey before.
You have.
I have?
You have. You've had some Amrut, but we've never even heard of Rampur. So
all right.
Happy to get into this and see what we're working with on the nose.
This smells like a fig Newton, and also a little bit of stinky feet, and then also a pear.
Yeah, I get your pear note and your fig note. It's really fruity, and the malt is really jumping out for me. It smells really malty. It smells thick.
Yeah.
And with malt, there's this kind of like honey or honeysuckle note that I get a lot of times, and that's what I'm getting on this on the nose. That's really the first thing that jumped out to me. I obviously know I'm drinking a single malt, but a lot of times that single malt honey note is prevalent for me. Ready to get on the palate?
Yep.
Let's go.
So this kind of tastes like a scotch, like a very easy to drink, flavorful, but not offensive scotch.
Yeah, it is very flavorful. The thing that hit me right up front was kind of like this orange blossom tea note.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me, I used to do loose leaf tea a lot, and it reminded me a lot of like an orange tea right up front. And then that transitions into the wood on the back end, and it's nice. It's flavorful.
Yeah.
It's not as thick on the palate as you would think it would be based on how malty the nose smells.
But
it's really easy drinking.
There's still some finish there.
Yeah.
I enjoy this. It's warm, like I have a slight bit of a sore throat, so it's feeling really good on my throat right now. Yeah,
the second sip there for me really brought forth a lot more of the wood and brought forth a little bit of that smokiness that you can get in scotch. Not like peat smoke, but
I'm not getting smokiness.
Just like that little bit of wood and smoke.
Okay.
Really nice on the palate as far as I'm concerned. All right, we're going to add some water to this and see what we get. Just a couple of drops.
Should we just do like one drop?
I will say we'll do two.
Oh, I just want to do one.
We'll do two for posterity's sake, whatever that means.
Okay.
But what I will say is that for me, the body on this is fairly right down the middle as to what you'd expect from like a 45% ABV single malt. And the finish also kind of sticks around about like you would expect a 45% single malt to stick around.
It's exactly what you would expect, I think.
Yeah. I think what's surprising me the most about this is the flavor. The finish, the body, all on par. The flavor is amped up though. And maybe that's a little bit of the double casking. Maybe it's getting a little bit more influence from the wood.
Yeah.
But the floral, citrus, malt, wood combo is really, really nice.
I like it. It works though. It's not...
Yeah, it does work really well.
There's not too much of one thing. They're all kind of working together.
Yeah, I'm legitimately impressed with the flavor on this.
Yeah.
Let's get into it on the nose with water.
Okay. Oh, this smells like, oh gosh, hold on. Something came into my brain and then it left. I almost got like a butterscotch and also shortbread cookie. Like,
oh yeah, I see your shortbread cookie.
Is there such a thing as a butterscotch shortbread cookie?
I don't know, but I see your shortbread cookie, yeah. Wow, yeah, that's very interesting. So to me,
like a Girl Scout cookie, shortbread cookie.
the thickness of the maltiness went away. Everything comes a little bit more in balance with the water. And then to me, it's more honey. Just no honeysuckle, no orange blossom, none of that. Just straight up honey. Smells really good. Let's get it on the palate.
Okay. The flavor stayed the same. It's not as punchy. Like, it maybe softened the edges around the flavor ever so slightly, but not a ton for me.
Yeah.
It's still, it's holding its own flavor-wise.
Oddly enough for me, the water is helping the finish. The wood is sticking around longer on the finish for me, and that orange blossom note also on the palate has tamed down, and I'm not getting that as much up front, that brightness up front anymore. What I'm getting is just straight up honey and wood, and it's good.
You like it?
Yeah.
You ain't mad at it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. This is good, both with and with water. I'm not disappointed.
Both with and with water?
With and without water.
Yeah, I like it both ways. I probably would drink it more often without water.
Yeah.
But it's going to be fun to have this bottle and play around with it over time. Add a little bit of water like we just did. Add a little bit more water and see what happens. But overall, I do like this. Let's talk about what we talk about. Where are you at on this bottle overall?
So I really like this. I think I might give it 2 thumbs up. I
Really?
feel like for what it is, it's very approachable. Like, this would be a cool thing to have someone else try if they've ever had scotch before, to give them this like Indian whiskey, like, would be really cool, and see if they like it. So I'm gonna go 2 thumbs up.
Okay, I'm going to go thumbs up. Now, I ballpark know the price. Aaron does not.
I have no idea.
The price from what I can find online, keep in mind this
is
is
gonna be a lot, isn't it?
Imported Indian whiskey, is somewhere in the neighborhood of $80 to $100. I've seen some places as cheap as $60, but $80 to $100 seems to be the ballpark.
Well, I thought you were going to say $200.
No.
So
well, that's like, a testament to this bottle if you think.
Well, and like with the packaging, I'm like, that price difference, and they've got to pay for that somehow. So I was like, oh, they're adding it to the price of the bottle.
Just call it $100. You staying 2 thumbs up?
No, I'm not saying 2 thumbs up, but I like it enough, and I think it's different enough to add to a collection that I would keep it. I'd give it just thumbs up. Okay. It is a thumbs up. $80 to $100. That would be like a special pour, but it's a special thing. Like, I don't have a lot of Indian whiskey in my collection, so this would be a good one to have as like the special one.
Yeah, and I'm sure Rampur loves us talking about Amrut in this video, but Amrut is the Indian whiskey that I know the most about, and even then I don't really know a lot about Amrut prices. So I would say that for the price and for what you're getting right here, $100 is a fair price. I am going to stick on thumbs up. I think it's a good bottle. Obviously, $100 is a lot to spend, and you might
it's
want
not chump change.
Yeah, you might want to try it before you buy it if you can happen to run across it at a bar. But with that said, I would keep your eyes peeled for the name Rampur and see if you see it on a menu, a bar menu list for some pours, because this one is worth trying.
That's all we've got for you today. If you like this video, give it a like. If you're not subscribed and you want to keep seeing our videos, then subscribe and hit that bell notification to be notified when we post videos. Currently, we're posting 4 videos a week, so you don't want to miss them. And we're also doing monthly live streams, and those dates vary, so hit that bell to be notified.
Be good to each other, and until next time.
Cheers.
That was good, boo. You did good.
Thanks.
How about Indian whiskey stepping up to the plate?
I really like it.
So what does this say?
Did I like the other kind that we had before? I don't remember.
So this says full-bodied aroma of tropical fruits, smooth malty tones, and oaky notes create an auroral of flavors. Wow, that is a word. Auroral. I don't know what that means.
Like an aura?
I don't know.
But auroral.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
Your Siri hates you.
Dude, listen to me. Why doesn't anybody listen to me?
I listen to you.
Hey Siri. Oh my goodness, woman.
What do you want me to ask her? I'll ask mine.
Hey Siri.
It's okay.
Neither one of the ones you
We'll
listen.
do this offline.
Tasting notes. Nose. Full-bodied aroma of tropical fruits, smooth malty tones, and oaky notes from double oak.
Tropical fruits.
Wood
like,
barrels
what do they mean?
create
Like
an
mangoes?
auroral of flavors. Palate.
Coconuts?
I don't know.
Like, what's a tropical
I've
fruit?
got the bunch of coconuts.
I've got the lovely bunch of
Lovely
coconuts.
bunch. There you go.
Yeah.
Finish. Tantalizingly long, lingering, and generous. Wow, this bottle sounds like a great lover.
Yes, it does. It does indeed, sir.